Hey everyone, how are you guys doing today? So it is Monday morning and I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm so sorry. I did not get a lot of videos done this weekend. I have been working my you-know-what off and got a lot done. I got my boys' rooms both clean and organized and put together completely, and I have gotten a little tiny section of the garage done so I can start my reselling business back up again. And it is tough for me because I have bad knees. I need knee replacements in both knees, and I'm a single mom, so don't have a whole lot of time. I did get to enjoy a soccer game this weekend and hang out with some friends. On top of all that, my boys had a slumber party on Friday night, so it was very busy. And but I got things done in the meantime, and I feel great. I feel like it was just a great weekend of being together and getting things done. So with that said, today I want to show you guys a Temu haul that I have. This one is a very small one, but it's business related mostly. So I do have a couple things that I think that are not business, but I did want to show you what I got for my reselling business. So I'm just going to add all of this to this video, and we're going to start with number one. I eventually would like to get to the point where I'm quitting at the daycare, but I'm not going to wear this while I'm at the daycare at work, but it's a t-shirt and it says Boss Lady. Eventually I would like to be a boss lady and work for myself. That is my goal in life, is to be able to stay at home, be with my children, and yet be the boss. So there's always a first for everything, right? Okay, then I got this little bag, and I don't know how big it is. I would say it's a small one. They probably had different sizes, and I got the small. This is a lunchbox, actually, because it's insulated inside, and I forgot what I had ordered, but this is actually a lunchbox, and it's just got a cute little handle and very soft. I can use this for the daycare to take my lunch, or I could use this for here. Either way, I work across the street from where I live. So it's not hard for me just to take my lunch or snack even, but I usually come home on my lunch break. I get 1 hour lunch break every day, and so I usually come home. But that is a lunch box. And of course, if I work at home, I won't need that, right? But as a reseller, I can always resell it if I don't use it. So it's good. I got some poly mailers. The first set is pink that I got. These are really small. I didn't look to see if they were bigger ones. Probably not as many, but in this one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Really small poly mailers. These are going to be good for jewelry or anything like that I sell. And I also got another package of green ones here. So yeah, very excited about that. And so with those two colors, it's very spring-like, and I wanted to get some spring colored envelopes to ship my shipments in, and so that's very exciting for me to be able to have that. Okay, so one of my goals for my reselling business is to actually own my own shop. I've been wanting to own my own shop ever since I was a little girl, and so I've been buying some things for my shop because I feel like if you can't have goals, if you can't have visions, then what's the point of even thinking about the future or what you want to do in your life, right? So I do have a vision board that I am going to be making for the summer, because there are so many goals and I need to keep myself motivated as a single mom. You know, it's very easy as you're going through divorce to feel rejected and unwanted and unloved and depressed, especially after 10 years of marriage or longer, where you were a stay-at-home mom and you didn't work. And now to have all your dreams and visions be able to become a reality because you have the self-motivation now to accomplish your goals in your life. You know, I just feel like that it's very important to do whatever you need to do, even if it's one little step at a time to accomplish those goals. And so that's what I've been doing. On Temu, I found some office and warehouse stuff. And so I'm going to start purchasing some of these things that I would love to have as I am starting up my own business. So if I ever get a retail business, I am ready to go. These things are cheap, you guys, really, really cheap. So first of all, I got a restroom sign. It's kind of an old-fashioned sign. I love it. I'm so excited. But it just says restroom. And it's a metal sign, so I can hang it on my door if I ever get a reselling business. Also got a smile, you are on camera sign. And of course I would have cameras if I put that up. And so I'm excited about that. Okay, I got some fake flowers just to put around the office or downstairs in my garage, as that's going to be my office for a while. And right there. Things that I can't kill, but yet will decorate and make everything look really nice and professional. Also got some thank you stickers. It says thank you for your purchase. You guys, you know what? These ones I really wish I wouldn't have gotten. You can't even read them. You have to look really closely. There's a glare on that. I don't like them because you can't hardly read them. So that's the only thing. If that ink was a little brighter on the silver, I don't mind the silver. But I just wish I wouldn't have gotten silver. I wish I would have gotten some colored ones or something. And I have ordered some colored ones. So, you know, I just wish that they were readable a lot more. But I will use them up. Okay. I got a open and closed sign for my business. I thought that would be cute to hang up in a window if I ever have like people come to my shop. What my goal is eventually is to have a small little house or building or warehouse or something where I can have an office and my reselling business. I would like to have my own thrift store, but I want to keep with my online sales. And so I need an office room for my online business for me to be able to sit there and type and do my online stuff, but also need an office area for, or storage room area for inventory, and then a room where people can come and pick up and locally pick up items to shop. I don't know if I would necessarily have something that is open all day long where I sit at a register and people shop, because that's going to be a lot. It would be a lot for one person. I would definitely have to hire staff in order to do that. But I do have boys, and so maybe, you know, one day my kids would be able to help me. But my goal right now is just to get everything back up and running. If you haven't been a subscriber, you don't know, I went through a divorce. As a Christian single mom, my husband had said he wants to be with someone else and doesn't want to be with me. And so After 10 years of marriage and being a stay-at-home mom and not working and raising kids, I did reselling on the side before, but I only did it as like a hobby, just so I could have extra cash here and there. It wasn't a full-on business. I had a goal in mind in the last couple of years to make it a business, but when my husband filed for divorce, he kicked us out of the house. He kept all my stuff for 9 months. You guys, I had to shut everything down. I had to give about $1,000 worth of refunds back to people of items I sold, but I didn't have access to them. I wasn't allowed in the house. And it was pretty much really just so horrible because I had a business that I worked really hard for about a year to get going, and I was actually making money, like for the first time making money at this reselling business. And so now, as a divorced woman, 1 year out, I am now starting over, and I am starting over from scratch. It's going to probably be another year before I'm making money, but I am going to work on it every second of every moment that I have. I'm going to put a lot of effort into it, and I'm starting over from scratch. And starting today is May 1st, and so this is launch day of getting things back up and running. And so, you know, if you guys could understand what I'm having to go through, it's ridiculous, but it's going to take some time, and I am preparing for what it is going to take. And so, I'm doing the best I can do with what I've got. And so I just wanted to give you guys that little update on my business. Oh, I also got, these are actually little stickers, and it says thank you. And I'm going to put these on my cells, my packages. So I thought those were really cute. And a couple things I got that are not part of reselling, but me personally, for my home. I got this sticker here. It says the laundry room and loads of fun. So my laundry room is in my garage, and so I can hang this on the concrete wall, and it will decorate it. And so that's what I plan on doing. I got 3 of these lights. They go underneath your cabinet. When I got it, it's in Chinese. I don't understand it. I'm not really sure how these work, but this is the light. They're plasticky, very cheap feeling. They do have different settings, which is nice on here, and they have USB. So I originally thought I would love to hang these under my counters in my kitchen. However, I'm not really sure how they hang. I'm trying to get these little things off. They're magnets, and I thought you could magnet them, but I almost have to have another magnet screwed into the top of the cabinet. So these do not come off. I can't get them off, so I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I think these slide up and down. So you guys, I'm not really sure. But I'm sure I could probably figure out a way of magnetizing them. But then there are all these wires hanging. I really need something that's maybe battery operated to go underneath my counters in my kitchen. So I was thinking another place I could put these is maybe in my car for car camping, or I could put them in my camper out at my property. Or I could just resell these, you guys, because I'm seriously not going to probably use these. That's one thing with some of these things I've gotten. If I don't like them, I'm going to resell them. And I have 2 packages. So I can just sell the 2 packages together And I really wish I would have not gotten rid of the box for this one, but I did. So, you know, I can use it somewhere. If I get my own reselling business, I could technically put these up somewhere, along a window or something, you know, just to have some little light in, as long as there's a plug-in nearby, and, you know, I'm sure I could use it. I could put it on top of my computer. It is a light for that. I could technically give this to my boys. They may be able to use it in their rooms. So it can go anywhere, honestly, but it's just a little light. And there has to be a plug-in nearby in order to use that. And so that's the problem I have. There is not a lot of plug-ins down in my garage. I actually have only one. And one for the washer and dryer. And that's it. So, you know, I think having a office downstairs is going to be a problem, and it's probably not going to happen. I am going to have all my inventory down there, though, and so as I'm working towards making enough money to quit at the daycare, and then make enough money to go full-time, and enough money to maybe possibly get an office building of some sort eventually. But like I said, I'm willing to work a couple years in my garage and in my apartment, and get to a point where hopefully I can make enough money to get out of this apartment. You know, I don't want anything big. I want a tiny little house. We do have a big section in the town I live in that has residential / commercial homes. I would ultimately love to get one of those homes that I could resell officially in, own my own business, and live in at the same time. So that would be very great, and those are my small goals for the future. I did get this little plastic cheap desk lamp or lamp for reading books at night. Disappointed in this. However, this would be good for car camping. I do like it because it's bendable and it actually folds up. And it was in this tiny little box when I got it. It looks a lot bigger on the website, and so I am very disappointed. Very lightweight, but it will do its job. This is something I technically could take to the daycare and use, because we are sitting in the dark for 2 hours when the kids are napping, and to have just a little tiny light would be great. I do have a big black light that I had taken up there to the school to have for when the kids are napping. And I could grab that and use that for car camping. It's more like a lantern, and it's very heavy. This one would be perfect for the daycare. And I need to take things up to the daycare that I don't mind leaving behind for the next person. And so this is probably something I am going to take up there to the daycare, because it's not really what I wanted. And this is only like under $1. You guys, maybe under $2. I can't really remember, but it was very, very cheap. So, you know, I'm thinking for that, I probably am going to take that up to the daycare and leave that behind for the next person who works there. Some of the things that I have, I think I'm going to start preparing for when I can quit at the daycare. I don't make a lot of money at the daycare. It's barely enough to pay my bills, like barely enough to pay my bills. So starting this reselling business on the side is something that is going to help get me ahead eventually. It hasn't yet. It hasn't started yet. And so, you know, I've put a lot of money into starting my business up and running and starting it right. This time around. Last time around, I had so much inventory. People were giving me things that it was just everywhere. I've gotten rid of a lot of things. I've had to get rid of things to make room, and not selling them, just taking them to the thrift store. So, starting over from scratch and doing things right, labeling things right. When I got all my stuff from my ex-husband, finally, I was not allowed to go to the house. So I could only grab whatever he gave me, and I could only get it with family and friends going over there and getting my stuff. It was one of those things where he controlled everything and went through all of my stuff. There's a lot of things I did not get back. And with that said, I've just had to start this whole thing over again, and I've had to go through all my inventory. I've had to recalculate everything and see what I have, what I don't have, because I was selling items, you guys. I was selling a bunch of items that I did not have possession of, and I did not have anymore. It was almost like I had a fire and lost everything. I did get some of it back, but I did not get all of it back. But, the great thing about divorce is now I can be the boss. I can be the boss. I can be the boss, the head of the household. With Jesus Christ in my life, he's my husband now. I can make decisions for me and my boys and let God lead me. And God is leading me to do this reselling. I do have to work hard. I do have to do it on the side. Right now it's going to be a side hustle. But it is going to be a hustle, and a hustle that I do plan on, hopefully, with prayer to God, that I can, make it a full-time business. I am getting some mentorship from some business women who are single, and I'm hoping that I am going to be seeking that out some more, and hoping that I will be able to start my own business up and running. It is a dream of mine. By the time I retire and I am single and I no longer have kids in my life, my goal is to be a full-time reseller and to pay cash for everything that I have in my retirement. That is a gift to myself. As I am raising my children for the next 10 years, I need to have that goal in mind. This reselling business is not going to probably provide for me and my children at this time, because I just haven't even started yet. Today's the first day of launch day. And so I can't expect this just to be an overnight, wow, moneymaker. I resell anything and everything I can get my hands on. But it takes a lot to list and take pictures and post and wait for those sales to come in. It's more of a waiting game than it is making money instantly. So it is something that I am going to work really hard at. I'm excited. I'm super excited to be able to do this. One of the things in my marriage that I really wish I had was love and support by my husband. He did not support me in my reselling business. It was taking over our home. And instead of supporting me and helping me come up with solutions and working with me, he really degraded me and rejected the whole idea of me reselling. And he could have helped. And it would have kept me home with the kids. It would have made me happy. And in return, he would have been happy. And I knew my husband didn't love me 3 weeks after we were married. So it doesn't surprise me after 10 years of marriage that he would shut me down on my business. But you know what? God is good, and he has still given me this passion. My passions have not changed because I'm divorced, and my will hasn't changed, and me seeking God has not changed, except for it's gotten stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, And my faith is a lot stronger. And I have faith in God that He is giving me this desire. And you guys, my business is going to be surrounded by my faith. That is one thing with my reselling business. There's going to be Bible verses everywhere. There is going to be the name of Jesus in my business completely, 100%. God really laid that on my heart a long time ago. I told my husband at the time that, you know what, God is telling me to start this business. It's called Blessed Be the Gift. I wanted it to be something that could grow, something that, at first it was going to be gift giving business. God has kind of transferred it into a reselling business that I can do at home. During the pandemic, it was something that I could have gone through and done if I had my stuff. I didn't have a home. I got kicked out of our home. So I didn't have a home. I didn't have any belongings. I had 10 minutes to grab what I could grab. And I grabbed my boys. And I grabbed my bags. I didn't have anything except for the clothes on my back and what was in the laundry at the time. I just folded clothes. So I just grabbed what was on the table that was folded. I am very blessed with what I have. And now my house is overflowing with all of my reselling stuff. And so I'm starting over and going through each bag individually. And this weekend I worked really, really hard on my garage. And I actually have a small little section that's cleaned out. I have a long ways to go, you guys, before this business can be a full-time business. And as a daycare worker and reading teacher, I'm just going to work when I can. I do have an hour every day that I come home and have my lunch break, and I'm going to take some time to work on my reselling while I'm doing that. I also have 2 hours of nap time where the kids are sleeping, so I do plan on working at the daycare on my reselling when the kids are sleeping, if I can get my curriculum all ready for the next week. So you guys, I do have moments of free time that I will be able to do working on my reselling business. I also have every other weekend to myself, and sometimes during the week, every other week, where I can work. I want to eventually get to the point where I am available for my children 24/7. And that's my goal in life, is to be available to them 24/7. So whenever they need me, I can jump and I can do it. And as a mom who's gone through a pandemic and a divorce, and I'm single, I have no other desire in my life but be available for my children at all times. So that's what I want to do as a single mom. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this channel. You guys, I'm so blessed. I am so blessed. This has been a great weekend. And so I just wanted to give you guys a little update on my business, what I did this weekend. Look for a lot of videos coming soon. I don't know how I'm going to juggle everything. I honestly don't. YouTube takes a lot of my time to make a video. My quality of videos are probably not going to be all that great because I am going to be working reselling, making videos. I'm going to be working on my home, keeping it organized, and I got a lot going on. Besides cleaning the boys' rooms and my garage a little bit this weekend, and doing laundry and cooking meals and hanging out with friends and going to a soccer game, I hung up a curtain in my living room. Right there. Right there. So I'm excited about that. So like I said, I am a single mom. I got a lot going on, girl. A lot going on. And so, my number one goal on this channel and in my reselling business and in my daily life is to let God lead. He's my husband, and he is leading me, and he is guiding me and telling me where to get my love for myself. So that's what I'm doing, is the passions and the gifts, the spiritual gifts that he's given to me. I want to use them, and I hope it's encouraging to you. So that's my goal, is to be encouraging, self-motivating. There are moments, you guys, I'm not going to lie, where I get down. And those videos that I make where I am sad and I'm crying and I'm down because I loved my husband. And I'm a Christian, and I believe in marriage, and I believe in family and how important it is. And I believe that God puts families together, and he commands us to stay together. And I believe divorce is wrong, and I believe having girlfriends and boyfriends and being married is wrong. So there are going to be times where I make videos and I'm down and sad, but you know, God is good, and he provides, doesn't he? I'm barely making it month to month, you guys. I barely, I'm actually in debt. I don't have a whole lot of money. I'm a single mom, and I'm trying the best I can with what I have. And I am going to tell you, for the first time in 10 years, I'm the happiest I've ever been. So I am 1 year out of my divorce now, and I am figuring it out with God. He's guiding me, and he's blessing me, and I've got a lot of passions. There's a lot of vacations I would love to take. There's a lot of places I would like to go visit. I don't know how that's going to happen, you guys, with everything that's going on. I just don't have the money to do it. And I gotta hustle. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and keep watching, guys, because there's a lot of videos coming. Love y'all. Bye. God bless. And I thank you guys for watching this channel.